What's up guys, Jakob Owens here for the Buff Nerds, and if you can't tell, I'm in somewhere new. It's my new house. This is my new desk, this is my new floor, that's my new wall, this is my new dog, Pickles.
Hey guys, I'm Pickles, and I like to make videos.
Anyways, I'm here today to talk to you guys about Polar Pro's new Cinema Series line filters. Boom! So Polar Pro just recently released their new Cinema Series Quartzline filters for your lenses, for photography and video. They were kind enough to send me them, test them out, and give my official opinion and review on them. I want to start off by saying Polar Pro didn't tell me to say anything. This is all just fact-based information in my personal opinion, whether good or bad. With that being said, these filters are amazing. I've always used Tiffin filters in the past, as well as now. I'm even using Tiffin filters on the Netflix TV show that I'm currently shooting. But I'm always looking for new filters, especially for on-the-go travel photography and videography, especially for my 1DX Mark II up there. And these filters are really, really amazing. So I'm gonna show you guys some footage of me kind of using them and testing them out. But it's pretty simple. If you guys don't know what an ND filter is or a polarizer is, basically it cuts the amount of light coming into your sensor or your lens, and it allows you to use a lower f-stop, so you get that big depth of field. You get that great depth of field that everyone wants, where the subject is in the front and focus, and then everything behind is blurry and out of focus. So the way you do that is by using ND filters like these. First off, the casing they come in is great. Then they come with a little hard shell casing as well, outside of a little container that they have, which is nice. And then just the build quality right when you pick it up, it's got a nice little weight to it. I love the bronze, or kind of gold bronze copperish rim around the outside. The polarizer is very, very smooth. And the polarizer, what that's gonna do is allow you to really cut down on the highlights if you're outside, and reflections. So I'm gonna show you an example right now of me shooting this reflection off my pool, and you can see these ugly reflections from the water, and by just turning the polarizer, you're able to cut out all those reflections and those highlights. And this handled that very, very well. I've used some polarizers in the past from other companies that work well, but you kind of get a lot of vignetting. There was no vignetting on this at all. Super smooth, looked clean. I didn't really notice any kind of artifacts or weird edging with it. Again, it was smooth. Really liked it from the first time that I used it. Then their ND. These are both 77mm thread, so they screw on right to the front of most of my Canon L series glass. You just screw it on, you're good to go. And you can kind of see this in action. I'll play some clips right now where you can see how blown out the image is. And then when I throw the ND filter on the lens, what I'm able to retain, the information I'm able to retain, and the depth of field I'm able to maintain. Love just the clarity of these. It's really clean. The build quality, again, I love even the little logo on the inside of the rim. It's just, they look good too. A lot of filters, you'll get filters and they look cheap, but also the ridging and the edging around the outside for grip, you can really grip it. And that's what a trouble I've had with filters in the past. It's so smooth around the outside, and it's hard to grip it, and sometimes they get stuck, and you can't, there's no ridges. There's ridges built into this, so you can really kind of hold on to it, and it grips your fingers really well. So again, just overall, really impressed with these. Yeah, and with a lot of filters, you'll get a weird color tint, usually more in the greens. And so when you throw in front of an ND, you'll get kind of this greenish hue a little bit, or a tint, if you will. And with these, I didn't see that. I haven't experienced with them or experimented with them too much, but I did notice the first time using them and looking back at the footage, I did not see that shift in the tint in those green hues. So that's really important. But anyways, if you want to learn more about the Polar Pro filters, link is in the description below. Check out the filters and what they have to offer. I would never push anything on you guys I don't use myself or would use myself. I will be using these, and they are amazing. So if you want to check them out and copy some yourself, link in the description below. I'm Jakob Owens for the Buff Nerds. Be a good person, and I'm out.